Hey everybody, my name is Kate Klein. I'm with the Mining and Justice Solidarity Network, and I'm here today with Mike Koostachin from Attawapiskat First Nation, who's one of the plaintiffs on the legal challenge against Bill 197, here to talk to us about some of his concerns with this law. Hey Mike.
Hi, Kate.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. Yourself?
Awesome. I'm great. I'm so glad that you could join me for this conversation. I'm wondering, what made you decide to get involved in the legal action around Bill 197? What are some of your worries about this law and how it'll impact you?
So I guess for most part, the proposed changes serve to speed up the development at the expense of environmental protection and public participation rates. So out of concern for water or our water health, uh, we uh, we formed a group called Friends of the Attawapiskat River that were concerned about the Ring of Fire. That's going to impact our waterways, our watershed, and Attawapiskat. We have natural laws with Creator. Everything we do is we're given to utilize naturally. That's what natural laws means. Like the importance of water. There's water life there. Water is life, and there's fish there. There's migrating birds. There's moose. You know, and these are the animals that's going to be impacted on our waterways, our watershed. So there was the Environmental Assessment Act is meant to examine the impacts of the projects also before they happen, right? So that is the precautionary thing to do when dealing with infrastructure projects like roads or natural resource development, such as mining activities, and that can cause significant changes in the region like the Attawapiskat watershed.
Like you were describing, there are already so many problems with environmental assessment practices in Ontario, even before many of these changes to the and the amendments to the Environmental Assessment Act. There are already so many failures to properly consult First Nations around major extractive projects. And it's really obvious that this law has the potential to make all of these existing problems even worse. I think it's so easy to focus on the problems, though, and lose sight of the vision. So I'm curious to hear, in speaking out against this law, what are you fighting to protect? What are you fighting for?
I'm fighting for our grassroots people. They're left in the dark with our leadership at the community level, at the regional level, and our treaty level, and even Ontario level. Even at the Assembly of First Nations, we don't hear anything that they're protecting the grassroots. It's all like even though we know there's going to be negative impacts of such development, projects to my culture practices in regards to food and also health are threats to my human rights, and especially my rights as an individual, indigenous individual under the United Nations Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous People. We need laws that respect our free, prior, and informed consent. So I believe that these amendments were passed in violation of the government's obligation to respect my human rights as an Indigenous person under the United Nations Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples, including my right to life, like physical, mental integrity, liberty, and security of the person. So there's nothing enhancing us as a grassroots level to protect us. If you're going to destroy that land, that water, you're destroying the civilization of those indigenous people. That's that's the negative impacts that I'm worried about. That's trying to avoid. I'm trying to tell people, okay, wait a minute, hold on. You're using laws that your own laws. You're violating your own laws to protect the environment. So whose interests are they looking after? Is it the company? Is it the economy? What about the livelihood of those people?
Absolutely. Is there anything else that you want people to know or do?
Yeah, I want our people to know they have a right. They have a right to have a say on their traditional territory. They have sovereignty rights. I want to remind people, yeah, they have sovereignty rights. And I want to tell people also they have treaty rights, and their rights are being violated this summer with this COVID. Like they talk about the economy recovery. Those resources set there a long time ago. It didn't affect anything. So they're just fast tracking the companies to go ahead mine those minerals. That's what's telling us. But I want to tell our people, our grassroots people, we have rights. We have natural laws from Creator, not from the government, that we can utilize.
Thank you so much, Mike. Good luck with the case. I really appreciate you sharing your thoughts with us today.
Thank you, Kate. Thanks for having me.